First thing to go over is we wanted to review the results from the survey that Blue Cross had sent. If anyone doesn't remember, every 2 years, Blue Cross facilitates a survey that I actually send it out to, but they build the survey, they take the data. We don't see any of the data as it's collected. And it's basically, they send a survey to every CQI with the idea of trying to understand, what's going well, what's not going well within each CQI, areas for improvement. So thank you for participating in that. I know it's just another email from us and it's, probably easily to get lost, but we do genuinely appreciate and want to know your feedback on this stuff. So some of the things that we heard from you in this survey in 2023, a couple of them, hopefully we started working on right with this meeting. So the first one, a lot of people said it's really helpful to see specifically how other hospitals are actually succeeding and making progress on these on our initiatives. So we'll keep trying to incorporate those into webinars, into clinical champions calls, and into the meeting like we did today. Second one, which Katie talked about earlier, I think we've seen a lot of the progress on these QI initiatives is a little bit of a journey where, the first stage is just education, socialization. But when you get a little bit more mature, which is where a lot of you guys are on these initiatives, you need to actually get down to the physician or provider level to understand who's doing well and who's not, if you're going to kind of make that final step up to the improved performance. So again, being able to distinguish between APPs, attendings, residents, everyone in the ED to know who actually to target to, make your either positively or negatively to make your improvements is something that was reflected in the survey, and we're trying to address with you guys with the the changes that we've made. Another one, which is one that we've talked about a little bit over the years, not as much probably as we should have, is that we do need to take the next step on some sort of actual QI implementation around our health equity data. So about a year or two ago, we made changes to the data that we bring into Medic. So all of your hospitals are sending us much more granular demographic data than we were getting before. We moved to much, again, more detailed data so we can cut that and dice that a little bit better. What to do with that is hard. Looking at disparities in our performance measures by gender, by race, by ethnicity. I think that's something that's been a push from Blue Cross. It's something that we prioritize and we value. It's hard, it's complicated. The data is not, it's better than it was, but it's not good, I think is the honest way to say it. But there's a push, we heard it from you guys where, we will get a push from Blue Cross, to be honest, to incorporate health equity into our PPP scorecard in 2026. So we will figure out how to do that. And we'll get to it. I don't mean that to be dismissive, but we will work on it. It's hard. We're making some progress, but probably not at the pace, honestly, that I would have wanted to. One other thing we heard from you guys, the PE initiative is hard. You could use more help. Every time I go on a site visit, I hear about PE. I know we're bringing some success stories. We're looking at other methods, but we do recognize that. I don't have a nicely wrapped solution to that for you at the moment. Last one, interestingly, we got a lot of people who said they really like in-person collaborative meetings, and then a relatively equal amount of people who said they hate in-person meetings and want to develop virtual. So the short answer to that is that one, there's no consensus, and two, it honestly wouldn't matter anyway. The mandate is that we will have 2 in-person, 1 virtual going forward. That's the Blue Cross policy. I think it works. I think it's been progress not making people drive to random places in February when it's snowing in Michigan, but it is great to see everybody, and I think there's value in that. So, but acknowledge that there's a wide variety of opinions on this topic.